All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another series of Thursday lectures. Today we have one of our own technical research assistant, Mr. Dhruva, who will be covering a very interesting subject for all of us on OSINT, as to what all is available in the open as far as our enemy is concerned. And it can be for any nation, not necessarily a particular enemy, but he is demonstrating OSINT collection and availability as is available against our immediate neighbor on the western borders, that is Pakistan. Technology now enables us to gather information and later on carrying out a detailed analysis of the information gathered for the purpose of intelligence gathering. What earlier was being done by using various other means, particularly human intelligence, is now has taken the shape of exploiting technology and gathering information over a period of time from enemy, on enemy, and thereafter converting this information for the use as intelligence when time comes. Without covering or taking more time of everybody, I request Abhigya Lange to give a brief introduction of the speaker, and thereafter I request Dhruva to take on.
Good morning, everyone. Dhruva is a robotics and automation engineer with experience in systems, cybersecurity, OSINT applications. He's currently a technical research assistant and head of Center for Technical Research and Evaluation at CENJOWS. His work lies at the intersection of automation, signal processing, and intelligent system. He was awarded the IEEE Signal Processing Society Scholarship in 2024 in recognition of his contribution to the signal processing domain. His notable work includes ADVERS, a digital identification verification system. He also designed a mind-controlled bionic arm with haptic feedback, recognized as second best poster at IIT Ropar, EE Research Day, multiple international conferences.
Thank you. Thank you, and join everyone. Greetings for the day. So today we are covering the OSINT-based assessment for the Pakistan military technologies. Before that, I would like to give a brief disclaimer. So I'll just like to give a very brief disclaimer. That this assessment is strictly based on open source, what is available in the open internet. I'm an engineer and OSINT investigator. I'm not a geopolitical analyst. So this presentation will not cover any geopolitical analysis or commentary on the same. And I request you to please pertain your question on the technical findings presented here. And also, the Pakistan has a very good PSYOP team, so the data can be right and wrong. I have made my utmost efforts that I present you the right data. So my flow of presentation would be as follows. First, I will cover the nuclear, then missiles, then aerospace, and then UCAV, then the naval, and then the famous Makran Coast militarization, then the Milfus corporate empire of Pakistan, then the SAM and the PAF assets via GeoEnt, and then how Pakistan evades the sanctions, and then the digital tradecraft which they do. So the first is strategic missile and nuclear arsenal. The very famous missile that they have is Ababil MRBM, which is the medium range ballistic missile, and it has been spotted in various PAF bases. And it's a multiple independently re-entry vehicle, which is MRV. So this is the OSINT-based confirmation from the US DIA and DGISPR tweet. So this is a table listing out all the equipments, the missiles. We can see PL-15, then we have a hypersonic anti-ship missile, then Ababil, then Shaheen 3, then Babur, and the Nasir. Then you can also see the HQ-19, which is a Chinese third. Then we have Fatah. In these, we have three variants, 1, 2, and 4. And Pakistan also has very good number of laboratories for the uranium enrichment and uranium processing. Now, this is one of the uranium processing sites. It's the Khan Research Laboratories. You can see the coordinates here. This is the Pakistan Defense Complex engine stand that's in Attock. Here you can see the Ababil test stand. So you can see there is a horizontal test stand and there is a clear area for exhaust, and we have protecting beams. And this is the Pakistan product, labs for the nuclear productions and research. You can see we have Kushab, Chashma, and the new labs at Nilor. Then we have Kathua and Garhwal. All the coordinates are listed. These are the missile garrisons and bases. You can see Akro, Gujranwala, Kurzar, and many more. Then we have the famous Sargodha, then Bhavalpur. It's a potential where I have written potential. It is still not being confirmed yet because there are many sources stating ki, okay, this they might have, this they might not have. As I said, Pakistan has a very good PSYOPs team. Then these are the suspected nuclear storage. First is the near Masoor Air Base. The coordinates are listed. Then Akko Garrison, then Kutsar, Sargodha, Gujranwala, and Pano Ankil. This is one of the famous air base for the suspected nuclear storage. The coordinates are listed. This is Sargodha Air Base. You can see the the area where it is being stored. You can see the farmlands, and then some cities are also being placed so that no one can suspect it. But this is one of the suspected locations. This is the Pakistan's different missiles ranges that they claim, and source is IARS. You can see it can cover almost India up to Myanmar. They have different missiles. Okay, now let's come to the aerospace modernization. So in the aerospace modernization, we have Pakistan is shifting from the 4.5 gen symmetric defense to the dual prolonged offensive posture. So here you can see Pakistan has ordered the procurement of 40 Shenyang J-15A, which is FC-31. It's a Chinese missile, and they have also Chinese aircraft. And they have also ordered BVR missiles, which has an engagement envelope of around 200 kilometers. There are many evidences citing these, like declassified CIA documents and some of the docking. Pakistan has a EPMS portal, which is the procurement management portal, just like we have GEM portal. So in that, the tender records have also stated that. So this now let's come to the UCAV. They have Pakistan is inducting day by day inducting various kind of drones, all kind of drones, starting from 20,000 INR 20,000 drones to a lot. This is the OSINT confirmations from various news channels of Pakistan and from the briefings of Ops Sindoor also. This is the tables. See the fighter jet J-35, J-10C, JF-17 Thunder. Here we have three blocks, block 1, 2, 3, and PFX. Then F-16, the famous F-16. And in the defense, air defense, we have HQ-9P and LY-80. Then these are the bases. You can see the CENTIAT, like I have listed out the coordinates. You can see all those. So this is approximate coordinates of the famous ISI. What I could spot, there were two buildings. So somewhere in the near, because these are the Google Map images, but somewhere in the near ISI is being located. Okay, this is the National Aerospace Science and Technology Park. So before I get into the next slide, Pakistan not have a monolithic defense R&D organization, just like we have DRDO. If we talk about the defense research organization, we have DRDO, but Pakistan does not have a single organization. They have multiple organizations working on different aspects of research. If you find an equivalent, if you want to find an equivalent of the equivalent for that is CSIR NAL, which is the National Aerospace Laboratories. This is one of the coordinates. So let's come to the naval A to D naval assessment. So here they famous 8-hanger class submarine, which is type 039B derivative, and it's around 2.8 tons, and it's in 76-meter length. It's under the Chinese are supporting them, and the armament, those submarines, they have 533 torpedo they can do, and it is a Barber 3 submarine launched cruise missile, SLCM. This is the OSINT confirmation for the same. This is the table listing all the submarines, different submarines the Pakistan has. Like I can only find 2, but they can be more also. This is the coordinate of Jinnah Naval Base. It's suspected that almost every kind of submarines you can find here. Now, let's come to the rental aircraft assessment. So here, Pakistan has ordered various Italian origin Cosmos class, which is M1110 X class midget submarine, and OSINT confirmation for the same is also there. Now let's come to the Makran Coast militarization. Here you can see various type of hangars, various type of air defense guns, helipad tracks in the Makran Coast is being developed. And now let's come to the Milbus corporate empire. So Milbus is a term coined by the Dr. Aisha Siddiqui on her book. And Milbus, what does it generally means? That the unrecorded military operating in Pakistan, which are helping the Pakistan military to do their things. Like there are many, which is AWT, Fauji Foundation, and there are some regimental funds being directly controlled by the COP commanders. Now let's come to the geolocated sites of Pakistani military radars and SAM units. So this is one of the famous sites, which is the YLC ZA radar, and it's under the 4110 squadron base, PF base Sagesar, and the coordinates are the same. This is YLC 18. You can see the geolocation coordinates. This is also for the same, there were 2 sites. It's likely between these 2 sites only. Now, this is a probable deployment of MPDR 330/1. The coordinates for the same. You can see it's around the desert only. Now, this is the Masroor radar site, which deploys the ANTPS 77. The coordinates for the same are mentioned. Now, this is the Malid kind deployment, which has deployed the HQ9B radar and radar unit, and it has the coverage over the Karachi, and TEL and command vehicles are visible. And it is being suspected, well, it is being not confirmed by the India, but it's been suspected that it might have been attacked during the option. Next slide, please. This is the Bolari radar site, which also covers the ANTPS 77. The coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the YLC 2A, and there is a second radar ramp you can see in the south of the map, which is a possible deployment or a temporary deployment of YLC 6M in the past. The site is only 39 kilometers from the IB. The coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the possible deployment of TPS 77. They are using this most, and it's at the Chor cantonment, and it's from 58 kilometers from the IB. This is the Sukur radar site, and it's near the vicinity of PF base Sukur, and it was a target during option. This is the Shahbaz radar site, which similarly employs ANPS 77. This is the Pasurur radar site. And there is a circular ramp. The point which is being mentioned. It's a likely radar ramp for ANTPS 77 and MRR. This site was struck and destroyed during the OSINT. So you are there. This is from the Google Maps. Next slide, please. This is the Arifwala radar site, possible deployment of MRR and YLC-8B. The coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the Chunian radar site, MRR and YLC-8B. The same coordinates are mentioned. This is the Walter Airport SAM site, and it's the possible deployment of HQ9P/BE. The coordinates for the same are mentioned. The unit HQ9 was struck during the off-Sindoor and the confirmed destruction of its C2 vehicle. This is the Mangla radar site, the radome, the goal dome-like structure, that one. It's enclosing possibly the ANTPS 77 or YLC-2A radar. This site sits between the IV and it's for the detecting aircraft across the LOC. This is the PEF base. This is the SAM site and the possible deployment of HQ9BE, and it was deployed at the Nubu Khan. This unit was actually ineffective against the Indian strikes. On the air, the coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the Sargodha radar site around the PF base, and it likely houses the same ANTPS 77. This is the site. It likely employs the PV-90 and it's in the Murid Air Base, and this air base was struck during the off-Sindoor, and it has a suspecting, especially in the Reddit, that it stores the underground munition, like it has an underground storage facility for lots of munitions, which was likely struck and it caused a lot of damage to them. Then there is an honorable mention for the MPDR 30/1 radar, which was deployed during the PF base Kadri in Skardu. Then this is the Faisalabad radar site, similar fashion, AN radar, and it's in the adjacent support vehicle in the vicinity of PF base Raisalwala, Faisalabad. This is the Jacobabad radar site, and this site was struck and destroyed by the IF during the off-Sindoor. This is the IF briefing of Jacoba radar site. IF has hit the RAC 3D radar at the Shahbaz Air Base. The radar images are being shown in the enlarged part. This is the Shahbaz SAM site. The similar fashion, you can see we have long roads, then the chalky, we can say the coordinates for the same are mentioned, and it has there's a battery consisting of 2 firing units, a command and a control post, so you can see. This is the Peshawar radar site. Similarly, there is a circular ramp. Wherever you can see the circular portion, those are the suspected radar sites only. Similar fashion, it employs the ANTPS 77, and its adjacent power supply vehicle is also there in the PF base Peshawar. Coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the Kamra radar site. It likely employs the TPS 77 or TPS MRR or YLC-2V. It is enclosed in the radome. It's a likely deployment. This is the surveillance side of Garo. It's a 2023 imagery. If you go to Google Maps now, you will see nothing there. It's a 2023 imagery. It shows likely HGR 106. It's a ultra high frequency surveillance radar operated by the PN or PAF, Pakistan Navy or Pakistan Air Force. It's YLC 6M. It's in the vicinity of town of Garo. And the coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the Cherat radar site. It's in the vicinity of Cherat Hill Station, contains a radome. You can see that, and you can see it's in the hill station only. This thing is overlooking both Kamra and Peshawar. The coordinates for the same are mentioned. This is the Rajanpur radar site. It's in the Rajanpur airstrip, Pakistan. This radar site is located in the Pak-Afghanistan border. In similar fashion, they have deployed ANTPS 43J, and these radars are primarily for the surveillance over the Pakistan, like less capable systems. Sorry, Afghanistan. And less capable systems are deployed over the borders of Afghanistan, if you see, and the more capable or the more advanced systems are deployed over the India. This is the Raw Valley SAM site. It's 2023 imagery. This SAM site also likely has LY80, and it's likely that they regiment operated by the same regiment of Pakistan Army. This is the Rafiki radar site. It's in the vicinity of PF base Rafiki, and it was struck during the Op Sindhu. This is also an ANTPS 77 YLC, and it's in similar fashion to Mangla radar site. Similar YLC 6M radar. It's a 2025 imagery which you saw, and in similar fashion you can see we have ANTPS 77. This is the Devsai radar site. This is the Ankil radar site. And this is the Malir SAM site. SAM site is surface to air missile site. So it's SAM site at the Malir camp, and the coordinates for the same are mentioned. Now let's come to the PF assets determination, the Pakistan Air Force determination from their R&D lab aerospace they have from the satellite imagery. You can very well find these in the Google Maps. So first is they have Lockheed C-130J Super Hercules. The coordinates for the same are mentioned, and why it looked like to me the reasons are also mentioned. You can see 4 turboprop engines, how high mounted straight wings, and the other things. Then we have Lockheed C-130 Hercules. Now let's come to this. This is very interesting because when I saw this plane, my first instinct was it's IL-76. But then Pakistan does not operate IL-76. They operate IL-78. And if you look closely, it closely resembles to the Boeing E-6 Mercury. And if you look at the internet, in the internet, you won't find any mention of Boeing E-6 Mercury used by the Pakistan. And why it looked like Boeing E-6 Mercury? Because especially of the fuselage, especially of the tail nose configuration they have. The IL-76 or the any planes of Ilyushin, they have a very larger or broad kind of nose, but this is a very sleek one. You can see the comparison. It's almost the left side, which I showed you with the satellite imagery. It's almost the same. And if you look at this is the IL-76 photo. IL-78 also looks the same. So you can see it's not same. So what my suspect is it's Boeing E-6 Mercury. But then I can be right, I can be wrong also, because it's a aerospace lab. So it might be that foreign country plane is being landed there. So it's a possibility that Pakistan is using Boeing A6 Mercury. Now, this is the confirmation of Augusta Westland 139 15-seater VVIP chopper at the PAC Kamra Range rebuild factory. This, what I am showing you, it's from a tender from their EPMS portal, e-procurement management system portal. Here you can see they have issued a list of components required for the maintenance of AW139. Many components were mentioned. This is the photo 15-seater Augusta Westland, or you can say Leonardo helicopter. Now, Cessna Citation V, it's a, you can say, a trainer aircraft, and it's a VIP aircraft, which majorly everyone uses. My most likely guess is it's a Cessna Citation V, and the Bombardier Learjet 45 also, because Bombardier also looks like the same. Or it can be Embraer also, but Embraer doesn't have those two engines on the top. Or it can be Dassault Falcon 20, but my most likely guess is Cessna Citation 5. Then we have the Saab 2000 ARI. It's an AVEC at the NAS TP. This is Harbin White 12 twin-engine turboprop utility aircraft. Why? Because they have high wing configuration and twin turboprops. This is the Fokker F-27 Friendship. Friendship is the model. It's a twin turboprop transport and it's a maritime aircraft. Why I found this? Because everything I mentioned and the coordinates for the same are mentioned. And this is naval listing all the same, like what are the categories and everything. And this is very recent. I just found this 3 days ago. Pakistan claims that they have built 155 laser guided artillery shell. They have named it Tipu. But then the military analyst Jaidev Jambal, he said it's just a repainted Chinese GP1, and itself is a licensed copy. So it's like classic case of Lepa Poti. Now let's come to the sanctions evasion. How Pakistan evades the sanction, because it's a very interesting thing. Because they have their shell companies being opened up in UAE, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Well, Hong Kong and Singapore, they are the very famous example because there is one company named Sunton Tech. You can find it in the CIPRA database and various international think tanks mentioning about this company, that they are getting heavily funded from the Hong Kong, but they are routing all their money to the Pakistan military. So that's how they evade the sanction. It's a very broad topic. I won't go much deep into it. But you can read the reports. I have mentioned the reports in the PPT. This is the OSINT confirmation from the same. You can the chart which I have pasted. It's the organization chart of the Sunton Tech, which is being funded in Hong Kong, and I have mentioned the reports also from where I got to know this. Now let's explore the digital tradecraft, how they are exploiting bureaucratic digitalization. One thing what I noticed is in some of the sites, Pakistan has a very strong cybersecurity protocols in place, but in some of the parts they have very weak. I would say very weak. मतलब एक बच्चा भी टेंडर निकाल सकता है. मतलब like the EPMS portal, they have a very weak cyber security guidelines in place. एक simple dorking से आप पूरा टेंडर निकाल सकते हो. Even for the Gazette of Pakistan, if you look it closely, you can see the postings of all the military personals. Everything is being posted there. But the thing is, उसमें भी cyber security उतना ढंग से नहीं है. So, but what I said, Pakistan has a very good PSYOPs team, can be fooling us also. Now, this is just a static synthesis which I did, like what's the legacy asset and what's the next gen assets they are trying to target. What we can see for the aerospace and the naval, Pakistan is heavily relying on China, but for the missiles, they are trying to develop it in-house. Now, this is one of my key assessment is Pakistan is trying to heavily evade the sanction. They are trying to evade everything. Matlab compliance se zyada they are focusing on the evasion, and then they have the A2AD maturization. This is the OSINT confirmation from the same. You can find most of the reports, like redacted reports on Rediff and Reddit. Okay, so this slide basically this is the Milpas corporate empire of Pakistan. You can see Fauji Foundation, GIDS, NLC is National Logistic Corporation. Then we have the heavy industries, Taxila, then Army Welfare Unit, then the famous Shaheen Foundation. They all are routing money in a various different ways. कि मतलब इसके बैंक अकाउंट्स में डाल देते, इस कंट्री से इस कंट्री मनी को रीराउट करके पाकिस्तान में लाकर अपने मिलिट्री में यूज कर रहे हैं. मतलब ऐसे सैंक्शंस को इवेट किया जा रहा है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. This is just one of the slides covering all of the Milbus corporate empire. Like Forge Foundation is focusing on the fertilizer on paper. What on paper they claim. They are focusing on fertilizer, then AWT focusing on the insurance event, and then we have Varia Foundation focusing on ship, submarine and aircraft maintenance, Shaheen on the same insurance and some of the radios. Then we have the Defense Housing Authorities. In the previous slide, I have not put the Defense Housing Authorities because apparently उनका कोई website नहीं है Defense Housing Authority का. बाकी सबकी website है, but Defense Housing Authority की कोई website नहीं है, single website नहीं है. And then we have the Heavy Industries Taxila and National Logistic Corp and the famous GIDS. It's मतलब you can say GIDS is comparable to DRDO because they are developing everything and corporate way में भी वो function कर रहा है and export भी करना चाह रहा है. So Jai Hind and thank you. What again I would like to say कि OSINT is what OSINT does. It's a preliminary phase of investigation. The findings which I have presented you is based on the internet. It can be right, it can be wrong also because Pakistan has a very good PsyOps team. And if you want to know ki what all reports, what all websites I have served, you can scan this QR code. You will find everything there. Thank you, and I request you to please keep your question to the technical findings in this presentation only.